Well, so elections are over and we have a winner. Ghanaians have decided who is going to be the president. So we would like to use this opportunity to say a very big congratulations to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for this resounding victory.
So it's been an interesting election. I think some people expected this, others didn't, but I think it's been very exciting, and I'm glad it was overall peaceful. I think Ghanaians will try when it comes to PRE. We don't like violence like that. We like to claim violence, but we don't like violence, which is awesome.
Yeah, very
So yeah, which is awesome. So yes, congratulations to. Should I say for you know what? Congratulations to John Mahama. He's really done a good job. NDC have really forced. Ghanaians have decided. But we are going to discuss some of the nuances around the election and what it means for Ghana now that NDC has won. I'm Michelle Manuel, and
I am Emmanuel Apia. This is New Affairs.
so yeah, this election, NDC won. I think for me, it began to look like it was Ghana versus MPP because it looks like either the MPP people like either they didn't vote, some of them they didn't vote or they went to vote for NDC, and then a few hardcore MPP fans went to vote for MBP. Do you think that it was fair to Bawumia since he was the vice president and he was not a president? And the notion is that vice presidents don't have power to, you know, do affairs.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it wasn't fair to Bawumia. I wouldn't say it was a fair fight, especially with the fact that it's Ghana versus MPP. Looking at the whole situation, people are actually blaming Nanado. I don't think it's. So I actually read a post somewhere. Someone posted that the sense of a father has affected a fine gentleman. So was Bawumia actually to be blamed when you are taking all this into consideration? In a way, he played a role in.
Yes, because again, as I think I mentioned to you some time ago that Bawumia is the first vice president that has had the spotlight on him.
Yes.
I have look, Emi Sata, I don't remember conversation around him. The one before him, I don't even remember his name.
Ali Mahama.
Just look at that.
Even John Mahama, I don't think he was very noticed when he was the vice president.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't. He really wasn't.
So Bawumia is actually the first vice president.
To have the spotlight on him.
Maybe it was his role during 2012 and then 2016.
But it was MPP's fault. MPP claimed whether was MPP was his fault, I don't know. But MPP claimed that he was the economics maestro. But that was he is. What's the CD right?
Wait, I mean, if I were to use the economic indicators, probably, but it doesn't change the fact that he is. Maybe yes, if
Maza. If you come and tell me that what being was class, and then you come in and the results come in at 10th, yeah, 13th.
the fact that my brain was class doesn't mean I will pass every exam.
Sure, it's first three, be inside. If you tell me that you're a maestro, if you're a math maestro, you can't come and give me which are 50%.
There's always a bad day.
So 4 years, you had a bad day all the 4 years. Obviously, that's
8 years. Obviously. Let's not forget, it's actually 8 years.
Yeah, you're making your point with it, right?
Wait, it's 8 years. 4 years. Did we have these economic issues? It wasn't the best, but did we have this conversation? The second point, actually, I don't want to be like I'm actually defending the MPP. No, I'm not here to defend them. I'm married, and there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah.
But I feel maybe we should have given them the benefit of the doubt because of the issues, the whole. But there's nothing we can do about it now.
It's gone. But again, I think they shouldn't have made him like it's come to save the economy, because again, if everybody knew that vice president doesn't have any power, why did they make it, especially in their campaign? It made it look like he was come to save our economy.
I mean, it's actually not fair. We are talking about the bad things. It's Nanado. We're talking about the good things. It's Bawumia.
But
so I think maybe they deserve it.
Okay, actually, you know what? Actually, that's true. Anytime I'm talking about the positives about this government, like the digitalization, always associated with Bawumia.
But when it comes to
the bad things, and it's good for us.
Even the economy, he is the head of the economic management team. Bawumia.
I don't know whether it's true, but I heard somewhere that he was not for the E-levy. He didn't want to.
Yeah, he was actually vocal about it, that he wasn't for the E-levy. That is why I'm against the whole MPP, the way they went about the whole campaign. If you're against something, I'm a running mate, or I'm the vice president. In this case, I'm the vice president, and I'm the flag bearer of the party now. I want to be a president. What do you have to do? The very things that I'm promising, just let us start rolling them out. Cancel the illegal thing.
Yeah.
Remove the illegal thing. Remove the betting tax, because that's what I'm.
I think if Ekufuado really wanted to help him, Ekufuado should have allowed him to do it. I know Eto look, he's done with his term. He's not going to come in power again. So
But
if it makes him look bad just a little bit, I mean, yeah, I know some people argue against it and things, but like for political sake, he could have allowed Baumia to come so that at least it gives him a good. Anyway, it looks like we're defending APP, but whatever the case is, they lost. Oh, from my photo, and it was bad, like
very bad. They did well. NDC did well. And actually, Mahama made a statement that Ashanti region was going to surprise in this election. Actually, they did.
yeah.
They surprised him and they surprised Mahama as well.
Yeah, it was, and I think it's for me. But look, my problem is that Ghanaians are always saying change, change, change. Look, if you're going to be honest with me, I remember this one very well because this was the previous election was one I was very passionate about. The one that was Mahama versus Nanado, right? And the one we voted Mahama out. It was something that I was very passionate about because that was the Doomso era and all those things. So I was very vocal, I was very passionate, right? The way Ghanaians were, look, Life Goes of Mahama, the CD rises Mahama, everything was him.
You had a phone named after Mahama.
Right? And then, so tell me why all of a sudden it's like he's become the savior of Ghana?
I mean,
if you really wanted change, why didn't you try somebody else? Why did Cheddar get what 1 point? What was it? Come on.
Let's be honest. Apart from Mahama, who was ready to actually take the country?
Yes, I think Cheddar. Look, we did a video on ChatGPT's policies and everything. From what we analyzed, right? We sat down, we went to each of them, we made ChatGPT analysis. We did our own analysis, and what we realized that Cheddar's own was a little bit business. It's like he was running the country like a business. It was very which sure to some extent it will work, but I think that he was. It's more than just generating revenue for the country. I think really the country is more than that. You are managing people. And he did those 12 apostolic branches. Even his vice president's thing. It came so late.
I don't even know him.
Exactly.
So
all those
things in the campaign.
I don't even know. So all those things came together to against him, sort of like. You wouldn't have anybody above the age of 40 campaigning, anonymous campaigning, like vouching for him, because all of those people, they will either be MPP or NDC.
And even if he had gotten all the things you are mentioning right, it was still lost.
Hold on. If you had
Ghanaians
right,
are not ready for change.
so then why were they? It's sad because
the change is someone who is ready to take the country on. The other 11 candidates, if you are looking at each person individual, Mahama is the only person who is ready to take on the country. He has done it before. Maybe it wasn't perfect.
Relax.
Again,
relax. Again, we voted. See, it's like we're always choosing between the worst of our options.
Because that's the options we have.
No, because there's more. We just don't want to try another option. And then generally, life in general, people are always resistant to change. Anything. Remember when the COVID came, right? And then 5G came around the same time. And I'm moving into tech because this is a field that I have more strength in. But when COVID came and 5G came, people were relating COVID to 5G. Right? Because anytime something new and people don't understand, they are more reluctant to, go ahead and join that thing. People are always reluctant to change, and then how about Alan?
To be honest. And I think I'm speaking for all Ghanaians if I say this. The level that we are in now, economic wise, whatever, we don't need a try and error president. We need someone who is experienced.
We hold on. See, our experience. We kicked Mahama out. We kicked him out. So what are you talking about?
But compare it right now. People voted for Mahama because I don't actually buy into that explanation. But people are saying it's a comparison thing. Dollar rates, people are comparing prices of things then and now. Although I don't buy into that conversation, but at least you know that this is a factor that we are looking at. Alan, he has never been president. He has never been vice. We are not going to do this trying.
So we are going back to another era which we're not too good just because we are afraid to try somebody we have not tried before. Is that what you're telling me?
The issue is we have two options. The other options don't count.
Why? No, why shouldn't they count? They stand. They do their campaign. They give you their policies. Why doesn't it stand?
The level that Ghana is now,
Uh-huh.
the level that Ghana is now, we cannot afford to pay.
You know, I know it's everywhere. In the US too, you have the same problem. It's always Democrats and Republicans and all those things, right? But
So this is not a time for try and error.
see, they are on a different level with us. Well, look, I don't know what our problem is. I really don't know what our problem is. We are crying for change and we go back to
Mighty change.
it. Look, I couldn't vote. And the reason why I couldn't vote is because I stepped out of my house. The day I was planning to go out, I stepped out of my house. And then even on the day of voting, I couldn't vote with any of them in a good conscience. Because I was part of the people that voted Mahama out. And then I'm going to vote him back in. Obviously, I couldn't trust any of the two of them to. And yes, I know you give me the point that why didn't I vote for the rest?
Exactly. So you are making my point.
Sure.
We are not ready for that thing.
No, but the truth is, I can give you reasons why I couldn't vote for any of the four. I couldn't vote for NDC because I think that NDC, they had a chance, and then we Ghanaians were angry. I was annoyed, so I was part of the people that voted him out. And then MPP had a chance right now, and they also destroyed the country. So both of them are out. Like, they're not options for me. I'm not going back to an era where I was complaining just because one is worse than another. That's one. I already said that for Cheddar, it looks like his policies were very business. It looked like he was running the country like a business, not from his manifesto, which might have worked. Maybe he should be a minister or something. Maybe that would help. But to be the president of everything, yeah, he didn't really in his manifesto and his campaign. He didn't really give me that confidence that he'll be able to run that. But actually, I think that he didn't have the people. It was just yeah, and I have that. I looks like I have an excuse for everybody, right? But it looks like he didn't have the people. He had a good what do you call it, manifesto. ChatGPT rated him second. I think that his manifesto was also pretty good, right? But going.
But at the end of the day, we needed a president. So if but at the end of the day, we still need a president. And I've said it, and I'll continue to say, we don't need a try and error president. We need someone who has done it before, at least.
Do you think that if the MPP chose someone else outside, so let's say Kenny Japan won, do you think he would have won?
See, I've heard people say if Kenneth Japan had been the flag bearer, things should have been different. I don't buy into that.
Why? Again, it's because right now we are choosing between two people who have already experienced, but this is somebody who is new.
Ghanaians voted using emotions. Ghanaians were angry at the NPP government. Kenneth Japan, was he part of this government or not?
He was. It was not in. I don't think it was in a position that could affect change nationwide.
He's a board chairman. He's a board chairman on one of the whatever. Kennedy Japan. Maybe he could have reduced the margin a bit. Maybe. Because a lot of people like the way he is able to even trash talk
his own people. And I think that's one thing Ghanaians would appreciate to an extent, that somebody, your own party, you can just tell it, like, course correct the person,
Exactly.
you know.
And especially, I think during the campaign, he was the one who brought this message of MPP should apologize to Ghanaians. That, yes, we've messed up.
Yeah.
Apologize and then tell them that we have a way out. Notwithstanding that, I still think even if Kennedy Japan was flag bearer of the MPP would have still lost. Because Ghanaians are angry.
Okay, so just because he represents the
MPP.
the MPP, and the MPP is the current government, it's just
Ghanaians are against it.
we have a
So it's not like we voted based on they voted based on policy.
we have a problem. Don't you like we have a problem in this?
We have a problem.
Thing.
But the issue is you have two options. It's either A or B.
Or you don't try.
Even if you don't try, someone will choose A or B for you.
Yeah,
right now
you not voting is giving the power to another person
to vote
for you. Yeah.
So what I can say is John Dramani Mahama should not fail.
Yes, exactly.
He cannot fail.
But right, you see, the thing is, right now, even if he does, it's his last step.
He shouldn't. I mean, see, the way this country is going, especially the way the youth, all of a sudden, we become so wild.
Yeah.
If he fails, I can tell you this, you will sleep with him at the Jubilee House. Like he'll be there, you see youth in his bed.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think they'll slack at all in
They
terms of
shouldn't.
government.
I mean it's understandable that they've inherited a very, very
But
bad
at
economy.
least don't make it worse. Find a way
It's either we are staying here
or we make it better.
or we are making it better. If we go beyond this,
Yeah, it will be
Ghana,
yeah.
Ghana, I don't know.
Yeah. Honestly,
Yeah, it does.
the truth is that I hope he does well. I hope he's able to do some good.
I don't hope he should.
He should.
See, quite it's serious. Oh.
I know it's. I mean, it's our life they're playing with. Like why not?
Because right now,
Look, if the last two elections, the last two, I was not taking care of myself.
2012, 2016.
Yeah, I was not taking care of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't appreciate, the
Right now we are there.
Charlie,
We buy things.
right now
get
I'm buying electricity for 2 different places. I'm buying water. I'm buying fuel. Anytime I open my wallet and I'm supposed to give the money, my heart, oh Jesus, Charlie.
So we are actually feeling the heat.
Yeah.
And the fact that in the next 4 years, even if you are not getting married, we'll be in a serious relationship. 20 years, you are getting there. So we need a leader who will not feel like Charlie, he shouldn't. I don't know. Yes, you've inherited a very bad economy. But he shouldn't even say the word failure.
Yeah.
Because he cannot fail us.
I don't think he can even give us the way Ghanaians are wild right now.
We don't like
In
it.
fact, you don't even want excuse. You don't want it. No excuse will be feasible.
can't
Yeah.
do that.
So honestly, I just really hope that I hope you said he has to, and I'm saying that I hope. Me again, because I couldn't go and vote for any of them. I can't boldly stand like behind one and say that happened. So I'm hoping that they are able to do something good. I'm hoping that they are able to help the economy one way or another. Even if they get it to, I know it's hard to say, even if they get it to 10 or less than 10, I'll be so happy that at least that progress has been done. Yeah, 10. Masa, let's hope. Let's just hope.
I'm even vouching for 8.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
Number 8.
number
8 that I
But
do it.
I'm hoping that they're able to do something
They
substantial.
should do it.
I think if they do, the NDC has a stand a higher chance of winning even the next election.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so for the sake of their own party, they should really do well.
If for the sake of Nanado, Mahama should do well. If I was in Nanado, I would pray that Mahama would do well because his legacy is at risk. Whatever
Right.
he claims he has worked to a certain level. That's why he wanted Baumel to come and continue. If Mahama feels everything is going down the drain.
Yeah, and I think
for the sake
that's another problem I have with the current system. So somebody come and implement something. Look, if the NDC didn't decide to continue for education, then we are going back on another. Look, it's this whole cycle of switching each of them. It's like 8 years of progress. We change and then immediately we change to another party. It is 4 years backtracking. Like we are never moving forward because of this whole cycle of MPP, NDC, MPP, NDC.
To be honest, I don't want to call it backtracking.
Look, the fact that the parliamentary seat situation, for instance, now because if one person has more parliamentary seats, one of the parties has more parliamentary seats, the other will oppose. If the other is in power, there will be that opposition, and so then the policies don't go anywhere. Like any new initiative doesn't go anywhere, and it's a problem. Like, if we have to understand that it's a problem. I was always saying that I know it's not realistic. Or it could be possible. A very hard president could, but if there's a way to make maybe it will be. I don't think it's possible. But if it could stream MPP and to have the same amount of seats in government, I know it's probably not possible. But at least that would remove the power from one person's hand. But that will cause other problems. So maybe the national plan, if MPP can come together again, it's very unlikely because of how MPP and NDC could come together and then form a 50-year plan.
I mean, they can do it. They signed a peace.
Will they do it?
That's the issue. I mean, I don't blame them. They both have different ideologies.
Sure.
But we need a plan.
We do.
We need a plan.
And we need to find a way to make sure that whoever comes
will
sticks to the plan. Now, because for instance, these new construction that they have done, and another party will come and they'll leave it and it will deteriorate and then
I mean the agenda 111.
Yeah.
To be honest. I actually don't think Japan will continue the agenda 111.
Yeah, well.
Now, even if he will, it will not be a priority. Why? Because in his manifesto, he promised regional hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I'm building regional hospitals, we don't expect him to stop and then continue agenda 111.
Yeah.
So maybe one way or the other, that one will be.
But again, I think that we are pretending as if every government that comes to power, they should just focus on one thing. Like that once, so for instance, MPP is driving on the fact that he did free education, and so like your job is to make sure that you cover as much sectors as possible, as many sectors as possible. You can't come and just bank on one sector that you have done this, and then
We're actually banking on just one.
they were not. But you see, I mean, you saying that he will come and do the original hospitals, and then he won't do the other one.
No, I'm not saying. Okay, wait, let me put it well. I'm not saying he won't do it. The probability that he will do it is actually low.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the resources we have as a country. And he has his promise.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he prioritizes Agenda 111, finishes that, and is not able to complete the original.
Obviously, they'll use against him
Yeah,
because
NPP
that's what he promised.
promised.
I get you.
So even if I was in his shoes, I'll actually finish the original hospitals first. And then if I get something, I'll put it into the Agenda 111.
Look, I think we can all agree that Ghana has problems,
We have.
and we need solutions to the problem.
And the problem is, it's not just with the leaders. I don't know why people are saying politicians have problems. We are all involved.
But
We all have
there's a quote that says, everything rises and falls on leadership. I believe it. For instance, in government, I believe it to like a 85% degree. And the reason I'm saying is that, look, people won't like to hear this. Ghana right now, I appreciate the fact that it's a democracy. And this is a very controversial statement to make, but Rwanda, Gaddafi, and all the Ghanaian, the African leaders who have been able to do something and shake the system, they were not particularly democratic leaders. Right. If Ghana can work out our democracy well, it's going to be better. Democracy is always better, right? But if democracy is not working, the thing about a autocracy and a dictatorship is that if it goes in a bad direction, it's
very bad.
It's so risky, right? It's just, I think Rwanda is lucky to have a president that's taking them in the right direction. So autocracy in the right direction is good, but it is so hard to find autocracy in the right direction, because now you mean the whole country is trusting that one person's ideals are best for the whole country, right? And that is very hard to find. So yes, for now I think democracy works for us, but we just hope that democracy you work in the right direction, like, because if not, I don't know. I again, we have problems. There on everybody understand we have problems. We just need solutions to it, and that's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why we have this particular show. New Affairs. One of the things that we are trying to do is to gather groups of people who are very knowledgeable in certain fields, and generally people who are just passionate about Ghana, to give solutions to the problems we are having right now in the country. But yes, one of the things that we are trying to do is to find people who are very interested in certain aspects. So if you're very passionate about economics and the economics nature of the country and the way we can put, if you have solutions to the problems you are facing, I truly believe that the people in power, they don't have all the answers. The more people we have, the more brains you can put together, the better our solutions will be. And I feel like the youth in general have been left out of this particular development of the country one way or another, right? We just talk on social media. Nowadays, you are trying to talk in the streets, but I think that we do a lot of complaining, which is good, but we also need to find a lot of solutions to problems, and that's why we have this show. We are reaching out to you guys. We're going to find people who have the knowledge, who are passionate, who can think, very important for us, who can think about problems we have in the country and find solutions to them. So, for instance, on a particular show, we do pick public transportation, and then we give a group of people about a month or so to think about solutions to our transportation problem, and we come on the show, we come and discuss it, and they really fine tune the ideas. If it goes out there, if the tickets fine, if they don't, but at least the idea is out there. One way or another, pushing all the ideas out there for the solutions to our problems in the country is going to help one way or another. So that's the whole idea for New Affairs. We're going to be talking about current affairs in Ghana and finding solutions to our problems as a country. So if you're out there and you feel like this is a good initiative and you want to participate one way or another, reach out to us. Leave a comment in the comment section. We will definitely reach out to you, and we can build the Ghana that we want together. Is there anything you want to add?
Building the Ghana we want together. So I think it's something that one thing that we can actually comment the NDC on is how they give the youth the opportunity to be in their political space. They give them the platform.
I think this year has some of the
youngest
people
coming from the NDC.
Yeah,
It's something that the NPP should learn from.
yeah, they should.
Those people are a lot in the party,
And I don't
they
think
are running it down.
I don't believe that in this in I don't believe entirely in the fact that, and remember, don't take my statements out of context. I know people tend to do that. I don't believe entirely in the fact that experience is the best teacher. It's not every time that it's the best teacher. I think even in the experience, it also depends on where the experience is coming from. So it can affect it.
Yeah.
Context is very important. So in this case, if as many people that can come together and think about solutions, young people have fresh brains. They think of
Yeah.
the world in a very unique way. If you have experience, sometimes you can have a fixed way of thinking about the way things should work. But if you are young, you have a fresh perspective. All those should be added into getting a solution to our problems in a way that transcends generations, so that it can last. So I believe that we really should come together. I believe in this vision. So I believe that if you're out there and you youth, please reach out to us. Let's
Come.
let's find solutions to our problems in Ghana and discuss them and put them out there. The entertainment is good, but also it's time we also start discussing serious things in Ghana and finding solutions to some of our problems. All right, guys, that's been it. So expect more content from us. Again, if you're interested in new affairs, you want to give your voice, give solutions to some of the Ghana's problems, discuss them, we would like to have you on. So please let us know, DM us, and give a follow our social media channels. New Media GH on Twitter and on Instagram, and the New Affairs is New Affairs Official on Instagram, right? Yes, New Affairs Official on Instagram, and then you can also follow other divisions. Be sure to like and subscribe and share with friends and family. And we'll see you next time on the channel. Peace.